Hello there, beauty ravers, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Raven, and this is where I like to rave about beauty. If you would ever so kindly hit that like and subscribe button to become part of my little family here on YouTube, it means so much to me. Now without further ado, let's jump on into the video. Hi guys, today we're talking about my January favorites, and I'm super excited because I have quite a few to talk about, so let's jump into it. The first category here is makeup, of course, because that's what my channel is all about, obviously. But firstly, we're going to talk about the highlighters that I have been loving in January. And both of them were actually Christmas gifts. But obviously Christmas is towards the end of December, so I don't really think it's fair to call those December favorites as much as they are January favorites. But the first one I have to talk about is the Ofra Signature Highlighting Palette. And my fiance picked this up for me, and I'm so glad that he did because it is absolutely beautiful. I love the colors in here. This is such a beautiful highlighting palette, but also if you want to use them as eyeshadow toppers, gorgeous. I love it. It's beautiful, it's shiny, it's everything a highlighter should be, and I love them so much. So they're definitely a January favorite. But the second highlighter I have to talk to you guys about is the Kaleidos Space Age Prophecy, and this is their multi-chrome highlighter. It is divine. I love it so much. I also got this for Christmas, and this was from my sister and my brother, and it just looks like a white icy highlighter in there, but I promise you it's so much more. Let me swatch it for you. Absolutely gorgeous. It's like green, but also orange and gold, and it's just so pretty. I love it as a highlighter, but also an eye topper. This can transform so many different ways depending on what you top it over. It's just so beautiful. But the next thing I want to talk about is brow products, and I actually found two different brow products that I'm really loving this month. They are both from Milk Makeup, and they are their Kush brow gels. I have the clear one in Hydro, and I also have one in Grind, which is a darker, more pigmented brow gel. But these are both super, super good. I love them. I wore both of them in my brows today. I wear them pretty much every day, and sometimes I wear them both. Sometimes I only wear one or the other. But honestly, they're both really good. They make my hair stay up for the most part, and they just make the front part of my brows look really good. Obviously, I shave the ends of my brows off. Like, I shave off my tails, so I don't use these on my tails because there's no hair there, and this is for hair. But on the part where I do have hair, I think it makes them look really good, and it kind of just makes them look better. So I really do like these. Next, I tried out two eye primers this month, and I honestly really enjoyed both of them. The first one is the Modelrock Eye Elixir, and I really like this one. I might like it more than the next one I'm talking about, but honestly, they're pretty on par. The next one is this Fenty Beauty Pro Filter, and I like this one a lot as well. Both of these make my eyeshadows pop, but also stay all day, and they don't crease. You can blend very easily over them. You can build with them. Both of these are really good, and I recommend both of them. Next, I have a face primer to talk about, and that is the Undercover Blurring Coconut Face Primer. It's from Marc Jacobs, and I really enjoy this one. It fills my pores pretty well. I think this is really good specifically for the winter. My skin has been a little bit more dry than usual, and this is really hydrating. It makes my face feel smooth and my lines blurred, and I have used this a lot throughout the month, and I definitely plan to continue because this is just really good. I know it's Marc Jacobs and it's pretty pricey, but I did get this in a box with two other things, and it was on a really great sale, so I'm not mad about it, but I don't know if it's worth the original price. I can't really say, but I did get mine such a good deal. I will talk about that here in a second because one of the other products is in this favorites video as well. So yeah, really enjoying this. I guess we'll talk about the other product that came in that box that I was really impressed by, and that is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer. And this is in the shade Tantric. I'm gonna tell you guys something. This is so good. Okay, listen. I just did my bronzer and blush declutter, and I talked about how I want to get more into bronzer this year and how the Ace Beautē Bronzed in Paradise makes my heart skip beats, and I wanted to find more things like that. This has made my heart melt. They're on par. They're really on par. I can't choose which one I like more. I think Ace Beautē is winning just a tiny bit because I've had it longer, but this is so quickly becoming one of my favorite bronzers. It's just so nice. Here's the deal. So, again, this isn't a very expensive bronzer. I believe this retails for like $40, $49, something like that. I'll put it on the screen if I'm wrong. However, somehow the universe aligned for me. Because when I was at Marshall's a few weeks ago, I found this bad boy with this bad boy with a setting powder, which is also really good. It's not in this video because I don't use powder all that often and I couldn't consider it a favorite. However, when it comes to powders, it might be a favorite. So anyway, all three of these items, $15. So needless to say, I am so happy because these are both favorites. And I got a setting powder for $15. Marc Jacobs for $15? Guys, I hit the jackpot that day. Honestly, such good items. I don't know why they were at Marshall's, but I'm glad that they're in my collection now. The next thing I have to talk about is blush. If you guys don't know, I am a fiend for blush. Blush is like my favorite thing. And it's funny because I didn't used to like blush up until like 2 years ago. I know, crazy concept. But the blush that I fell in love with this month is the Beautē Blushed in Paradise. Look at these shades. They're just so pretty. I can't not swatch them for you. I'm obsessed with it. Did I swatch this in my decluttering video though? I'm trying to remember and I honestly can't remember. So we're gonna swatch it anyway, even if I did, but definitely check that out because it's a fun video, guys. I have a lot of blush and bronzer, and I think I did pretty well on that one, so definitely check that out. I'll link it in the cards. Look at how beautiful this blush palette is. All 4 shades look gorgeous on the face. I thought the darkest shade might be too dark, but actually, sheared out, it looks amazing, and I've used all of them countless times this month. But yes, I highly recommend this palette. Beauté's formula is just so good across the board. I've tried their eyeshadow now, I've tried their bronzer, and now I've tried their blush. I also have some of their lip liners. I have quite a few things from Beautē, and they're a wonderful indie brand. Oh yeah, did I forget to say? They're an indie brand. So is Kaleidos and Ofra. I always forget to say if brands are indie brands, and it's really important to note that in my opinion because I love supporting indie brands. So yeah, if you're curious and trying to get more into indie brands and are looking for a really good one to purchase from, Beautē, hands down, makes wonderful products. Like, I honestly haven't tried anything that they don't succeed at, so I don't know if they have any duds, honestly, but I haven't tried everything, but what I have tried, I absolutely love. So highly recommend this palette. Next, I have a few singles to talk about, and that is gonna be my Clionadh singles. The 2 big ones are JD Glow, but the rest are Clionadh, and I'm not putting the JD Glow ones in the favorites just because I recently got that, and I don't know if it's fair to put them in a January favorites video because I haven't played with them enough to really know. I think I've used them twice now, so I don't know, but I've used the Clionadh ones a lot this month and I absolutely adore them. This entire palette is so gorgeous, stunning. I can't get enough. But I'm gonna swatch the Clionadh ones for you. I'm doing a lot more swatching than I thought I was going to do. Well, look at me lying to myself. I literally cannot get enough of these. Look at how beautiful and shifty they are. Clionadh knows what they're doing, man. This is amazing. And Clionadh is another indie brand that I am obsessed with. Indie brands are blowing the eyeshadow game out of the water. If you guys aren't familiar with Clionadh, you guys are missing out because these are amazing. They're just wonderful. I honestly can't say enough great things. You can see it. The proof is in the pudding. I could just bathe myself in these shadows. I'm honestly so happy with the purchase I made and will definitely be purchasing more in the future. So yeah, definitely recommend Clionadh. Now we're diving into eyeshadow palettes, and I have quite a few to talk about. I tried to narrow it down. I love eyeshadow. It's no surprise to any of you, I'm sure. But I do have some favorites from this month, and my absolute favorite we're going to start with because she's beautiful. She's also from an indie brand, and it is the Melt Gemini palette. I love this thing so much. I did a look with it here on my channel. I'll link it in my cards. I did technically get this for Christmas, but again, I didn't even make a December favorites video, and also I had just gotten this, so I don't think that's really fair to put it in a December favorites, you know what I mean? But it's totally a January favorite because I've used this palette so much, guys. It is so pretty. I want to swatch it for you guys, but here's the deal. I already swatched it in that video, so just go check that out. But this is just so pretty. It's my favorite color story I think I own in my collection right now, if I'm being honest. I'm obsessed with olive greens and mustard yellows, and this palette has both. It's the key to my heart. Did they know I was a Gemini when creating this? Maybe. Perhaps. Are all Geminis the same and we just love these color stories? I don't know, but I do, and it's just so beautiful. I can't say enough great things. Makeup Cosmetics is an indie brand that I highly recommend checking out, and I will definitely be buying more from them. Another indie brand. Is it a surprise to any of you? Probably not. And this is a palette I actually have not done a video with yet here on my channel. I know, surprising, but this is the side-by-side nude palette from Nabla. And this is my first time trying Nabla. I am so happy with this palette, guys. It's a neutral palette. I know. Who would have guessed me falling in love with a neutral palette? I don't think I would have guessed it, but it's just so pretty. It is my favorite neutral palette, and I say that, I know I've only had it for a month, but it is, hands down. This might be what I wear on my wedding day. Who knows? I have a while. I'm planning it out. I think I'm going to do some wedding looks here on my channel. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. But this is definitely going to be a contender for sure because it's just so good. And the reason I haven't done a video with it yet is because I was actually kind of late to the game on this one. When it first released, I was like, I'm not going to love this. It's not going to be that revolutionary to my collection. It's not going to be that exciting. It's a neutral palette. Raven, you don't need this. So I skipped it. Initially, I skipped it. Who was I but a fool to skip this beautiful palette because I'm obsessed and I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I really couldn't. I started looking at reviews. Everyone was loving it. And I was like, well, I need a favorite neutral palette. Just because I don't play with them very often doesn't mean I don't want a favorite. So yeah, I got suckered into it. I bought it. And I'm so glad that I did. If you guys like neutrals and are looking for a really well-formulated neutral palette, this is the one. Hands down, 10 out of 10, recommend. And for my first time trying Nabla, I am very impressed and can't wait to try more. The last two palettes I have to talk about are both from the same brand, and it is Alter Ego! Okay, so I did a look here on my channel with the Blooms palette. I'll link it in the cards. It was a little Valentine's Day look. It is so cute. I love it so much. Let's talk about this one first then, huh? This palette is just so beautiful. I really think it's a good palette for anyone. It's got deep tones in it. It's got lighter tones in it. There are two cream to matte shadows in here, which I'm not really a huge fan of, and I've heard not a lot of people are. So I don't really know why they did that, but the other shades in here, wonderful. And for $16, you can't beat it. Also, the packaging is really nice. I just think this is a wonderful brand. I'm very happy that I found Alter Ego. I actually heard about them through Beautē, Betty Jean here on YouTube. She always rants and raves about Alter Ego, and I decided to try them for myself. And for $16, this is such a beautiful palette. This is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Love palette, and I really did love the color story on that one. I wanted it, but I didn't want to spend that high ticket price point. So when Alter Ego released this one at $16, I was like on it. I put a reminder on my calendar for when it dropped so I would be there right when it launched, and I did pick it up immediately. And at the same time, I did grab the Goddess palette because this is another palette I've been eyeing for quite some time, and this palette, oh, it's so good. And there are no cream to matte formulas in this one, so I kind of prefer that from them. I wish they would kind of stop with that, but I don't care. For $16, I'm just so happy. I definitely am going to purchase more from Alter Ego. These two palettes have just been so good. This is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Gold palette, and again, beautiful color story, but it is more neutral, and I don't think I'd ever spend that kind of money on a neutral palette. But for $16, I'm very happy to have it in my collection. And that Papa Teal, honestly, is what called out to me in this palette. I know, buying an entire palette for one color, Raven. But no, actually, the looks I created were very cohesive and just beautiful. And the blend, oh, they blend like a dream, guys. I just love these so much, and I'm very excited to see what more Alter Ego does. And that is all the makeup I have to talk about today, guys, but I do have a few little, I guess you'd say, lifestyle things. Not really, just food and video games, but that's basically my life. Makeup, food, games. What more do you need? So let's talk about games. Neither of these are new favorites by any means, but I did get back into them a little bit more this month, and that's Animal Crossing, of course, and also Mario Kart. Animal Crossing got me through some of the toughest times during this pandemic, if I'm being honest. It's got a special place in my heart. But recently I got back into it because snow. It's snowing in Animal Crossing, guys. I know, I'm late to the party because it's been doing that all December. But I didn't play in December because I just been so busy. I like to do it to unwind after a long day, right before I go to bed. It's just fun and relaxing, you know? But I think the reason I've been playing it a lot more this month is because when ColourPop announced they were releasing a Animal Crossing collab, I was like, oh yeah, my love for Animal Crossing reunited. But also Mario Kart, guys. Who doesn't love Mario Kart? Let's be honest. I am a sucker for all the Mario games, honestly, but Mario Kart is specifically because that's something that I really will just get into. I'll just get into the zone and I can just kind of zone out and forget about the stress I have on my plate. Honestly, I've been really stressed out this month and it's not been very fun. But Animal Crossing and Mario Kart have definitely been helping me out. So those are the two games I wanted to talk about. Now let's talk about food items. I don't have a whole lot this month, but when I was thinking about it, I did remember some wonderful things that I found. So the first thing I want to talk about is this banana almond milk. Guys, I don't know what overcame me to buy this because when I was in the store, I was a little bit all over the place. And so I was like, ooh, bananas. And I just popped it in the cart. You know, no thought process there. But sometimes those are the best buys, guys. Honestly, what can I say? Sometimes I'll buy something without any thought and I just love it. And that is exactly what happened with this milk. Oh my god. I know, I'm being really weird raving about a milk. I feel weird about it. But if you haven't tried it, so good. So good. It tastes like bananas. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm loving it. And I'm definitely going to be repurchasing that for a long time now. I used to get the almond vanilla milk, and that's good too. But the banana almond milk, I just love it. I love the concept. I love everything about it, and I'm glad I found it. I found it at my Winn-Dixie, by the way, if you needed to know. They probably have it at other places too, but that's where I found it. Next is pumpkin spice almonds. You'd think that would be a fall thing, right? I don't know where my brother found them. I found them in his house and ate like the entire jar, but I don't know. He said he found them at Winn-Dixie. That's a lie because I went to Winn-Dixie. They didn't have them. I don't know where I can find more of them, but I ate like all of his, so I kind of feel bad, but they're so good. If you can find them, snag those. They're so good. But because Winn-Dixie did not have those, I decided to go for glazed walnuts instead from Emerald. These glazed walnuts, so good, so good. I'll say pumpkin spice almonds, they're better. But these are pretty good as well. So I have been loving those. Those are the food items I had to talk about. I know, so exciting. And lastly, I have some hair care products to talk about that I've been really loving this month. And they are all from the brand Rooted Rituals. So firstly, I have their silicone-free conditioner. This stuff is really good, guys. I've been using this pretty much all month, and I love how it makes my hair feel and smell. It smells so good. It's kind of like a rosy scent, but not overpowering, and it hasn't bothered my fiance. He's very sensitive to scents. So that's really nice. And I believe it's all natural, which I really do enjoy. And the best part is it's like $4.50 at Walmart. You can't beat that. I can't beat that for a really nice conditioner. No, I can't. It has ginger root and aloe in it. It's safe for color treated hair, which is important to me, obviously. It says it moisturizes to restore balance to hair. Silicone-free formula, rinses clean, and does not weigh down hair. And I think it does everything it says it does. I think it's really good, actually, guys. I definitely recommend it. I also picked up their Deep Hydrating Concentrate. And this is something you apply to your hair after you shampoo and conditioner. You leave it on for, I think it says 5 minutes, and then you rinse it out. And it's good for color-treated hair as well. It also contains the ginger root and aloe. I really like this one, too. And I think this is like $2 or something crazy inexpensive. And the last thing I picked up from Rooted Rituals is this Cooling and Strengthening Tonic. And again, it has the ginger root and aloe in it, and it's also safe for color-treated hair. I really enjoy this. This is something that you apply to your scalp after you get out of the shower, and you massage it into it. And I was a little worried it was going to make my hair oily, but no, it doesn't do that at all. I think it smells really nice. It's hydrating. I just really like it. I mean, I haven't seen any like growth or anything from my hair, but I think my hair looks a lot, I don't know. I think it looks good. I'm really liking how my hair looks. I'm very picky about my hair products, honestly, but I like how this works on my hair, and for the price, so good. I believe this serum is also like $4. Super affordable and accessible at Walmart, so I love that. My Walmart just started carrying it. I remember when I saw it a few weeks ago, I was like, oh my god, this is new. What is this? And I like had to pick up everything they had, and honestly a lot of it was sold out, and I was like, ooh, so there's something good about this stuff, huh? And I looked it up, and a lot of people seem to love it. The reviews are really good, and I'm also giving it a good review, so no surprise there. But yeah, totally recommend that. And I think that's gonna sum it up for my favorites today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know, have you guys tried any of these? What have you guys been loving this month? I love to hear all your thoughts and opinions down below in my comment section. You guys are always so sweet and fun to talk to. It's one of my favorite things to do. But yeah, I think that's gonna sum it up for me. I hope you have a wonderful day and stay beautiful. Mwah.